Hey everybody, it's Bucky with Top Dollar Home Offer. We buy houses and help homeowners when they say, I need to sell my house fast. Today, we're going to talk about a subject that many people struggle with, and we're kind of on the fence both directions, right? It's talking about credit and credit repair. If you're going through the traditional lending aspect, lenders want a high credit score in order for you to qualify for a loan. And essentially, all credit is just your ability to pay back debt. So it's how good of a debt payer are you? How much good debt do you have? And how do you handle your debt? If you really want to dig a little deeper, we shouldn't have a credit score, really, right? I mean, it's just our ability to pay back debt. And if we're doing things right, we shouldn't acquire a lot of debt. But in business and the way this world works, you do have to have some responsible debt in order to have a score or in order to get lines of credit for your business or whatever those things may be to help you grow. So if you're in that situation where you are trying to rebuild, oftentimes when we're working with people that have to sell their house fast or they say, hey, I need to sell my house fast, they have fallen into hardship times of financial stress and maybe just inherited a house they didn't want and they just don't want to put any money into it. And sometimes, a lot of times, they have destroyed their credit, let things go, and they have a lot of work ahead of them or a lot of time of waiting ahead of them to get things back on track. That's the purpose of today's video is we're going to talk about how to start repairing your credit if you've never looked at your credit or if you're in a situation where you have no idea where to start and where to begin. This will save you time and money opposed to hiring a credit repair company that will cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to repair your credit. And it's a simple process that you do each month. You set up a little system, and I'll show you exactly how to do that so that a way you can just make your disputes. And within 6 months to 12 months, you can have your credit repair back up to normal. I myself, I went through some bad credit in the past, your responsibility. We all make mistakes, but what better teacher to teach than somebody that has actually fallen and dug themselves out? I've taken a 300 credit score and brought it up to 758. 800 is as close to perfect as you can get. So there's a lot of things that go into that, but a lot of this comes from actually experience step by step and what I did in order to repair my credit and bring it back up to where it should be. I don't have a lot of debt, so my credit kind of fluctuates, but I don't really care about that anymore. Where I'm at. So this is really to those individuals that need to repair their credit for maybe business purposes, or they need to repair their credit because they want to go back and do a traditional loan again and buy a house that way. So that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to first step into our topic of credit repair. Again, like I said, we help people when they say, I need to sell my house fast. Our company, we buy houses across Tulsa and across the metro. So the first thing that you need to do in order to start repairing your credit is to know exactly where you're at and where you're going, right? Now, the government has actually helped us out in a lot of situations when it comes to credit repair. They passed acts and processes that have to be followed by these credit bureaus because they realize that there is humans inputting this data and sometimes computer scripts, and they are known to make mistakes. So the government has put in place laws and regulations which allow you as a consumer, as an individual with a social security number, to ask for these errors and mistakes to be updated within a certain amount of time, or they have to be removed. That's the good news, right? So actually the government is in a good spot in helping us out. So the first thing that you need to do, and if you look over here on this website, it's called annualcreditreport.com. This is the best hands down website to go to pull a complete detailed report. It is by law that once a year, as an individual, you can actually go in through to this report and pull down each of your 3 credit reports. Okay. So under annualcreditreport.com, you'll be able to pull your Experian, you'll be able to pull your TransUnion, and you'll be able to pull your Equifax. Those are the 3 credit reporting agencies. And when I mean credit reporting agencies, when you have a loan or a mortgage, or maybe you're renting a house or whatever it may be, when you are late, 30 days late, or have been sent to collections, those entities will report to any number of these. Sometimes they only report to one. Sometimes lates, meaning 30 days, 60 day, 90-day lates, are reported to all 3. So just depending, it's at the discretion of that lender or that note holder on how often they report and who do they report to and the reasons. So typically most negative items that appear on the credit report are due for 30-day late, 60-day late, 90-day late. And then there is also legal reporting, means like court cases, judgments, and things like that filed against you. Another thing, we'll get into this when we pull an annual credit report, is you want to make sure your name matches your social security number. It'll be surprising how often that you get somebody else's credit, and that could be good, or most of the time that's could be bad, meaning that you could have a bunch of accounts listed underneath your name that you're not even associated with. There is a lot of similar names out there. My name's Bucky, and there's not a lot of Buckys out there, but there's a few. But if you like a John Smith, not to pick on John Smiths, or there could be 20 John Smiths, right? And you want to make sure you have the correct debts that are assigned to you on your credit report. So in order to start all this, you need to go out to this website, go to annualcreditreport.com and hit request your free credit reports. Okay. And when you click on this, you'll be able to go over here and fill out the details in order to receive these. So they're going to ask you, request your credit reports by filling out this form. Okay. And then pick the reports you want. Request and review your reports online. And please, once you view these online, because it's going to take you through a cycle, right? So when you hit request your credit report, it's going to ask you to fill out your name, last name, birth date, social security number, verify your social security number, your address, city, state, zip, all these things that have to be filled out. Okay, have you lived at that address? Put it all in. Okay, so you hit next. After you fill out all these things, then it's going to say, okay, please verify associated loans or debts, right? And once you verify that, then it'll take you to each one of the credit bureaus. Now you're still going to be inside the annual credit report site. It's going to direct you over to Equifax. It's going to direct you over to TransUnion. It's going to direct you over to Experian. And when you go to that site, then you're going to be able to view a detailed, complete credit report. Okay. In order to start repairing your credit, you need to know exactly what's on it, right? And that includes everything from your address, how your name's spelled, phone numbers associated with it, all that information. So that's the first step there. So that's step one that you need to do, is go through there, pull your credit reports, and then we'll talk about the next steps on our next video here. So again, my name's Bucky. I'm with Top Dollar Home Offer. We buy houses, Tulsa. And if you're in a situation where you say, I need to sell my house fast, we can help. We also offer a lot of free tools that will help you get you back on the right track. Everything from budgeting to repairing your credit to just really just having a friend to talk to. So we've helped all different situations out. We know a lot about real estate. We know a lot about life. And we just, if anything, maybe just need somebody to pray for you. We can do that as well. So just take time, pull down your free annual credit report. Remember, you can only pull it once a year. And when you pull that down, then watch our next video, and that will help you achieve the next step in repairing your credit.